in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Going to swing it on second down. Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that penalty out.
Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Finds his man. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on the line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How How about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Owens. Flips it out to the back. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And a big run for this offense. I'll tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Takes the handoff. It's Simon. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. That's caught. It's Miller. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be fourth down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Owens. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel...
It's a running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Longhorns will have it first and 10. Quarterback keeper. And he's brought down after a nice game. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's some pressure. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Makes the grab. It's Simon. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try it over the left side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll run it on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. White wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Zippo. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree. So
there he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to pass. It's Fox. They've got the screen set up. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Breaks the tackle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Scanning the field, it's Owens. Makes the grab on the left. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one.
Breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The give to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. He had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit.
Gashes him in the middle. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Just a short pass to the tight end.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys...
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Working the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They send the tight end in motion. The give as they work on that clock. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got a man. It's Woodhead. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Using his legs, it's Morris. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. At the 20, he's got space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. This is a designed run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.